Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First play from scrimmage. Stafford trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Ready. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
19 Lions.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Now Stafford.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Panther 11.
Hurts. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Give them the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block.
Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. Back deep, Brandon Powell.
Taking it about the 16. Call that a 46-yard punt.
Of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. That's caught inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And this will be incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Rams!
Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Left wing 19.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Another run here with Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come on. Seven Pirates.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Once again with Sanders, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
18 Rattlers. 70 Rangers. Go street.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
That almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Come 19! Come 19!
2nd down, back to Sanders.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Come on. Hey. Drop 50, drop 50.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. It got his man complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. And this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage, as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
22.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do.
Touchdown, Rams! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now throwing on.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On one, ready?
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Running on first down, Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Burrow looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Rolling to his right.
Again, that's Hurst.
Trucks over him.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
11 Thomas. They got to go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Whoa. 11. 11 empty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
11, 18,
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the 50, here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Herbert. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Now Burrow on 1st down. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. It's Mixon on the counter. And some room to roam now.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
11, 11.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11, MC tape. 11, MC tape.
Now Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Up the middle with Eckler.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Eckler now between the tackles. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the 1st down.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
41 yards.
And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
Mixon again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
On 1, right?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mixon.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
16 more on that one and another 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Throwing, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11.
Nixon will try the right side. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
12, 12.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow going to keep it himself. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
11 empty, paint. 11 empty, paint.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go and get the rest of it. Finish it all in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. He's got Eckler, and he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. Now Herbert. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to hang on. On the final play, they get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.